Alright, so this is just kind of a test of the iPhone Pro camera. This is a 2X. This has a OIS, optical image stabilizer, so I should be able to kind of, get a pretty good stabilization from that. Now, in 4K 60, I can't switch between camera modes. So I can only go in, but all I'm doing is digital magnifying. So I have to stop recording in order to switch camera modes, but I'm going to change the 4K 30 and we'll be able to do it dynamically. Also, this is now 4K 30, by the way. Also, whenever I did it to 4K 30 in settings, it turned on a feature for auto low light, which changed from 30 FPS to 24 FPS dynamically if the iPhone thinks it needs to record better in low light situations. It'll decrease the FPS on the fly for you. So this is 1X, still stabilized. Looking right into the sun. Now we're going to go to 2X, which has OIS, and the 0.5 ultra wide does not have OIS. There's our ultra wide, which is great for landscape, I think. With the only problem being that you need to go down to 4K 30 to use this. Back to 1, and then 2. So we'll do a walk around of the GS with 1X. And it's just Rosie and I on the ride. Just going to get some coffee. As you can see from the cup holder there. Oh, let's see that. As you can see from the cup holder there. I was going to use these this new power that I have at my fingertips. So we've got too much to see in frame here, so we can go 0.5, which is very equivalent to what the GoPro shoots in ultra wide, which I think is a 14mm equivalent. So it does add a little bit of fisheye around the edges, or it should. Also, there's no OIS in this ultra wide mode or optical image stabilization. Back to 1, and to 2. Zoom in on Gumby there. Go up the hill here. Now we're walking up a hill, 1X. So 1X is generally what I shoot with because look at that view. I mean, I've just kind of learned, like most photographers do, to zoom with your feet. It's a very common tactic. So, and this, by the way, I'm using the microphone built into the iPhone. There's actually, I think there's 3 microphones on this iPhone. There's one on the bottom, there's one up here, and there's one on the back, right there. Now let's go to 0.5. The 0.5, I would say, is it's going to be more niche. It's a cheater zoom. If you weren't able to get far enough out with your feet, it allows you to see more of the picture. But what you're going to be doing is you're going to be sacrificing. I'm not using my gimbal either. My gimbal's at home, so this is intentionally handheld. What happens though with the 0.5? You lose OIS, you lose focus, autofocus, focus points. Oh, there's a bird right there. Would have been great at 60 FPS. Is it on? There you go. Look at that. I think 1X should still be everyone's primary focal length. I think 1X is a 24mm equivalent. Got lily pads there, we can focus on them. Now in 2X you can still do up to 6X, but what you're doing is you're taking the same pixels you had before and you're making them larger. So OIS kind of freaks out and it's a lot more blurry. Because it's in the 1X. Now with 1X, whenever you get to 2, it automatically switches cameras. So you see that's on 1.4X. If I keep zooming in, I'll hit 2 here in a second. And 2. And then zoom all the way in. If I keep going out, I'm at 0.5. So I can zoom my fingers to 1 and 2. 1 and 0.5. Pretty nice, huh? You also have, my hand is this close. 1, 2. That's pretty cool. So, I guess kind of a long video for showing off the stuff. I'll put some pictures at the end here just to show you what it looks like with the actual camera. But, you know, I ordered a new Osmo Mobile 3. The Osmo Mobile 2, the only complaint I had with it was it was too big. The Osmo Mobile 3 from DJI, well, for starters, it should be able to support larger iPhone cases, for which I use a pretty protective case for mine. But it also supports folding. It folds up in half, about the size of a phone. So that's huge for me. I always stuck my Mobile 2 into my tank bag, and it was always too big for that. So the Osmo Mobile 3 will be much smaller. We'll be at peak in about 4 weeks, by the way, guys, for foliage. Get your asses up here. All right, well, so this plus my Shure Lightning microphone and my gimbal, I think we have a pretty awesome video camera for next summer's travel. All right, y'all, thanks for watching, and this is my non-definitive review of the iPhone 11 Pro. Looking through these pictures, this happens every year. Every year I've bought a new iPhone. I think I may have skipped the 5 and just went from 4S to 5S. But either way, I bought every new iPhone since 2007, and every year the photos disappoint me. They're washed out, they're grainy, they're just crap. And it's not really fair, obviously, because, well, the reason why I bought the new iPhone this year was because of the video features. The video features are where it's at. The camera, the stills are always unimpressive. It just looks so gross. Now, I have to be kind of clear here. It's because I shoot primarily with a full-frame SLR. You can't compare a $5,000 camera with a smartphone. But I have the $5,000 camera, so therefore these images just look bad. And I don't know when the iPhone's ever going to catch up with that. But so I'm still not going to use this for... I was hoping, as always, that I was able to go to keeping the 5D at home a little longer. But no, I'm going to have to keep using it, basically. And so, hey, new iPhone. It should be great for videos this winter, but not going to replace my still camera anytime soon. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. And, pretty good features. Looking forward to getting this thing in a gimbal and the tripod and taking some night shots as well. It does up to 30-second exposures at night, which is pretty cool. So we'll give that a go. But hey, new phone. Awesome. It does look nice. Yeah. Battery life so far is great.